Great. So, should we like smoke a J or something while that's going? I mean, I don't know what the plan is, but it seems like usually it's the time when you smoke a J. Yeah?
Yeah.
Here in Seattle, everybody's about craft everything. Beer, coffee, beard oil, you name it. Well, I'm about to meet the folks over at Craft Elixirs who bring craft to cannabis, and they're gonna give me a tour of their production facility, and then later, they're gonna show me what weed hospitality in the Emerald City is all about. Let's get into it. How are these sauces or syrups used exactly?
The elixirs are really, we made these to be for making cocktails. The first one that I have is Seattle Simple. It's just a basic, simple syrup. People like to use them for making a tea or like to make a mojito. You'd use it to sweetening anything you want to sweeten.
The other ones have some flavor to them, it looks like, huh?
Yeah, we have our Ballard Beat, which is our blueberry orange. This is probably one of our most popular flavors. This is one is our habanero syrup. We call this one our Capitol Hill Heat. On the craft tab, you could see the grower that we work with.
Who's Buffalo Bill?
Buffalo Bill's the name of the strain.
And how medicated is like one of these bottles or one serving?
One capful is 5 milligrams.
Oh, okay, there's some
Yeah,
right here. Oh,
I had it ready.
It makes me think of like an Asian hot sauce, you know what I mean? That's
Yeah.
sweet but hot at the same time. So this is about 5 right here, ballpark?
Well, that's virgin because you can't consume any cannabis on site.
Oh, okay. How did you get started doing Craft Elixirs?
When the rules changed here in Washington for recreational business, I wanted to be a part of it. And I wanted to make something that you can do over and over again. As we've been selling them, I'm hearing from our customer all these other ways that they're using them. It's been really exciting to go into a store and someone will say something like, oh, I used the Verdita Dragon and we marinated our pork in it. And we made these fantastic pork tacos.
They're pretty versatile.
They're very versatile. You can do a lot with their syrup. You'll see when we get off-site and get a chance to really try them. Here we've got Calvin. He's gonna show us how we make our syrup.
So today we're making our Ballard Beat Elixir. So it's a blueberry orange.
How do we get this and this and this and this to turn into some elixirs?
Well, first we just have to get the basic simple syrup base. We just add in all of our sugar.
A lot of sugar. I mean, that's the amount on that.
Then we're just gonna move this right over here.
So this machine right here is just gonna like stir the hell out of that pot, is that right?
Yeah, that has to stir for about 20 straight minutes. We really want to make sure that the sugar is completely dissolved in the water. After that, we'll just toss all this fruit into that sugar water pot and it will cook for about an hour and 10 minutes. And that's when everything starts to kind of like break down and the blueberries kind of pop a little bit.
I mean, it just smells like candy right now. It's incredible.
We're gonna strain this. We just have to get all the large fruit chunks out first. We'll take all these oranges later and add them to our freaks by dehydrating them.
These are gonna turn into those delicious little dried fruit candies.
Yeah, so rather than just tossing all of this fruit in the compost, we like to repurpose it. Now we need a fine mesh strain, and that's gonna get all those blueberry seeds out of here.
Right, there's billions of them
Yeah,
in there.
there's so many. All we have to do is infuse it.
All right, we gotta get the cannabis in there. So how do we do that?
The strain that we're
The
working
tincture.
with is from our grower, Noble Farms, and it's their blueberry strain. We have a giant tub of oil that we've extracted ourselves. Cannabis alcohol extraction is what we do. We use an organic ethanol, so it's
Okay.
the cleanest food grade oil you can get. It's vegan, it's gluten-free, it's non-GMO, it's kosher, it's been blessed by a rabbi. This is about 5 pounds of trim. 5 pounds of trim will make approximately 350 grams of THC. This much will make approximately 5,000 bottles of syrup. And one bottle of syrup has about 60 milligrams of THC.
This is like some really thick stuff. How do you get from this super thick, dense product to something that's a little bit more workable that you can actually pour into there?
Yeah, well, with this, all we have to do is just add in like a few drops of our food grade ethanol into it. So that just kind of allows it to break down into liquid form so that it doesn't just stick in like large chunks in the syrup. So last step is we just got a little bit of potassium that we're gonna add as a stabilizer to this, just right in there.
All right, cool. So in 20 minutes, we're gonna have some cannabis syrup. Calvin, thank you so much
thank you.
for showing me how it's done. This was really cool. I can't wait to try it. Since we can't consume the elixirs on site, Jamie's taking me to the Winston House, a cannabis-inspired bed and breakfast where we'll be cooking up some food to infuse with the elixirs.
Hi, good to see you.
Wow, Sebastian, this place is beautiful. What gave you the idea to start a cannabis-inspired bed and breakfast?
You know, I'd seen how there was a lacking, like a lot of hotels and places wouldn't like let people come consume cannabis there. And so I wanted to create a place where people could come smoke cannabis, relax, you know, explore, you know, this amazing house and explore amazing food with cannabis.
I imagine the bed aspect of it is pretty great. What's the breakfast like here?
Well, today we're going to be doing a number of things, starting with these crepes featuring Jamie's Elixirs.
Is rolling a crepe anything like rolling a joint at all? Because I've rolled a lot of joints, and if it's anything like that, I can probably pull it off.
It's similar, and I think you can do it.
All right, cool, let's do it.
We'll just get you a crepe. Then we'll do yogurt sauce that I've squeezed fresh orange into and just a touch of maple syrup. Then blueberries.
Oh, that looks so good.
Then from here, you just fold it over like that. Then we do the elixir, the blueberry orange.
Okay, so now we're gonna
So-
infuse this thing.
Yeah. What I really like about these elixirs is you can pour them over anything. You can pour it over French toast or even just a piece of toast. You can do it over fancy crepes. And so then our final touch is we'll do just a little bit more of this orange cream yogurt and then infused orange slices.
Great.
Oh, wow.
That is a good looking breakfast.
Do you think you can handle more breakfast?
Yeah, definitely.
Okay, we have a savory application for the elixirs. Remember the pineapple lime jalapeno?
Yeah.
So this is gonna go on a Southwestern inspired egg dish. We have some chilies that we're gonna stuff with some eggs and peppers and some really sweet pork sausage. We'll put the jalapeno lime syrup on top.
All right. You guys definitely have some really tasty weed out here in Washington. Props.
Thank you.
Breakfast is served.
Oh my God.
Let's do it. Oh man. Okay, I'm gonna start with the crepe.
Oh my God.
Wow. That was a really good grape.
It was
Thanks
so
so much,
good.
Hannah. This is awesome. Jamie, how infused do you think this is based on how much of the syrup we poured on?
I mean, this tastes like, I think we put one capful on
Yeah,
all of
just
them.
did a cap.
So there's 5 milligrams and 1, which seems like a really nice, perfect amount.
I think it's a really great way too to be able to incorporate cannabis, but without necessarily like being so done by having a, you know, full course meal.
The eggs, are you ready to try a different flavor?
Yeah. This is really good. Wow.
like it?
Mm-hmm. That really balances out like all the sweet and sort of tart of that crepe. And we've got the savory part of the breakfast. Sebastian, you know, I think it's really great that you've got like a cannabis bed and breakfast because, you know, I travel a lot to cannabis legal states, and even when I'm there, there's nowhere I can really smoke legally. So to be able to stay somewhere to smoke weed is like a huge convenience.
Working in the industry, seeing how that was an area, like you were saying, like when you go to a place and you can't smoke and it's like, oh, I have to go walk off the property or something where, you know, where it shouldn't be, especially when it's legal, like a taboo like that. So creating a place where people could come enjoy that, you know, and also enjoy a really amazing vibe and atmosphere.
This cannabis-inspired bed and breakfast has more to offer than just a bunch of weed and a great place to stay. After the stoner breakfast, Sebastian invited me to try some flavor tripping.
So what flavor tripping is, there's this berry, it's called the miracle fruit. When you eat it and chew it around in your mouth, it actually converts anything that's sour or bitter into a really sweet experience for about 40 minutes to an hour. And I think one great part about flavor tripping is, incorporating cannabis into it. When you're chewing
Spread it
it,
around your
like
mouth.
spread around your mouth. And
Okay.
then, how's the lemon taste to you right now?
That's crazy. It tastes like it's like covered in sugar.
What's salty supposed to be? Okay, so this tastes like a barbecue potato chip.
We're gonna eat this goat cheese right here. Let's do it.
Let's do it.
Cheers. Yeah, it tastes like super sweet cream cheese.
You wanna pour some vinegar shots?
All right, cheers, guys.
Cheers.
Vinegar shots
Cheers.
to our health.
Vinegar shots.
Ooh.
What? This is the most significant change in flavor. It tastes like one of your elixirs, Jamie. Sebastian, thank you so much for this experience. It was really like an unexpected treat. I've always wanted to try these flavored berries, and I can't wait to see what else you guys have planned for our hangout here at your bed and breakfast.
Well, I've got one more cannabis-infused surprise for you. Abdullah, I'm gonna leave you in the experienced hands of Miss Hannah Rose.
Great, thank you so much, Hannah. So can you tell me what kind of massage this is?
Absolutely. So this is a cannabis-infused massage. So we have a wonderful oil. Oil you need is Love. This has a little bit of THC, so it gets in there with the CBD and relaxes the nervous system.
Sure, so it's not psychoactive, but it's kind of like a body high on the surface. right?
Exactly.
Okay.
Yep, absolutely, perfect.
Well, this is incredibly relaxing end to a really fun day here in Seattle. And now Hannah Rose is topping it off with a cannabis-infused massage. I'm just gonna enjoy this and I'm gonna pass out at this weed bed and breakfast. And I suggest you do the same. Until next time, Bong Appetit. I think weed tourism is here to stay.